So are you thinking about moving to Waxhaw, North Carolina? If so, you are in luck. We're gonna give you a full area tour today so you can know what it feels like to live out here for real. We're gonna go out through neighborhoods, look at local pubs, and go through all the pros and cons for living here based on my experience from helping many families to move here. So by the time we're done, you're gonna know if Waxhaw might fit for you, or maybe it's not. So let's start with the vibe and the feel of Waxhaw, North Carolina. Now, my experience of the vibe and feel of Waxhaw is a mix between rural but also upscale. Waxhaw feels country but wealthy at the same time. Out here, it's like a country money lifestyle. Out here, it's big trucks, big wheels, and big tires, like that type of lifestyle. Living here feels quiet, wholesome, and calming. The kind of place where you can kind of grow your own food and just enjoy open land. I like it. And with that, let me give you a quick overview of Waxhaw and some of the famous spots here. From my experience, I like historic downtown Waxhaw. There's a pedestrian bridge over the tracks, which is a landmark that everybody knows about. When I walk downtown, it feels like history every day. Everything is preserved. There's a whole bunch of tradition all in one spot. Then we have one of my favorites, the Carolina Tread Trail, which is a greenway with lakes and a suspension bridge that crosses over into South Carolina. Super cool. And now it's time to dive into our first pros and cons, starting with the first pro. Pro number one, country living. Now, if you want space, quiet, and a little bit of luxury, this is it. Waxhaw feels truly rural, but also very upscale. It's quiet, peaceful, with $1 million homes on a big acreage. You're gonna see horses, cows, crops. Some parts even look like those big old plantation style movie sets, like legit huge house on a bunch of land. It is like that. They also have entire communities of $1 million plus mansions, which feels crazy to see. It looks like I'm driving past like a mini Disneyland, like a whole bunch of castles just all over the place. It was super cool. It's got that country money vibe. I'm talking big trucks, big wheels, but the people are still wholesome and very neighborly, so they are gonna say hi to you every time. However, that calm does come with a slower pace, and not everybody loves that. That brings us to con number one, a slower life. Life down here runs at a very different pace. It's slower, quieter, less urgency. So if you're used to that quick hustle and bustle in the city, it can feel like nothing's really happening out here. The town doesn't have that urban buzz or the energy. There are fewer late night spots and fewer instant conveniences, so you're gonna wanna plan accordingly. But for me, that's kind of the whole point. People come here to slow down, escape traffic and the noise and the constant rush all the time. It's less about what's missing and more about gaining space, calm, and time. And if I need the city energy, Charlotte is still a drive away, so I can kind of dip in and out. And with that, it's time to talk about the schools next. Waxhaw stands out for its strong schools and safe, stable neighborhoods. Pro number two, top tier schools and safe neighborhoods. Waxhaw is zoned for well-rated schools on greatschools.org and features community spaces like parks and libraries that are super nice. The neighborhoods feel calm and friendly, and that combination makes Waxhaw one of those places parents look for raising their kids. But living in a place like this, it does not come cheap. Con number two, it is not that affordable. Waxhaw is not cheap. The median home list price here is around $825,000 with closings nearing $800,000. The market kind of reflects the wealth down here. People got a lot of money down here and they kind of keep it that way. Now, if you're looking for newer homes under $400,000, it will be tough. You'll most likely find older properties or ones further south near the South Carolina lines. Still, compared to big metros like New York or even South Charlotte, Waxhaw can feel like a bargain for the space and the lifestyle that you get. And if you're flexible, you can still find affordable older homes with land and then fix them up. So yeah, the prices are high, but the value is in the long-term growth and the quality of life. Now let's talk about why buying here might be a smart long-term move. Pro number three, strong home value growth. Homes in Waxhaw have seen serious appreciation. I have pulled some recent sales and the numbers were big. On average, Waxhaw homes appreciated over 113% over 10 years. That is 11% per year. So for me, that means if you buy here, your equity is almost guaranteed to grow long term. But that growth comes with a trade-off. It's not exactly close to Charlotte. Con number three, it is far from the city. Waxhaw sits a good distance from Charlotte. You are not hopping downtown in about 10 minutes. It's not happening. So if you're someone who wants to be close to the urban energy, the nightlife, or quick commutes, this location will feel inconvenient. But then again, that distance is also the reason people choose Waxhaw. The extra space, the privacy, and slower pace comes from being out here. And Charlotte is still just a drive away, so whenever I want to, I could pull up in the city and then go right back to the quiet suburbs anytime. Now let's talk about what gives the place its charm. Pro number 4, charming historic downtown. Waxhaw's historic downtown is preserved and full of tradition. Walking it feels like you're stepping back in time. The pedestrian bridge is a landmark, and you've got unique museums like the Alphabet Museum, Jars, and the Museum of Waxhaws. Now for outdoor stuff, we got Cane Creek Park and the Carolina Tread Trails as big green spaces with trails and even a suspension bridge crossing into South Carolina. That's super cool. However, if you are young and single, that charm might feel a little too quiet. Con number 4, less options for young singles. Now, Waxhaw is very family oriented. Most people here are couples with kids, not singles. It feels a lot more established and older here, so if you're looking for a nightlife or dating, it's not really here like that. However, that stability is exactly what makes Waxhaw appealing for families. Safe, established, and rooted. And if you're single and you want nightlife, Charlotte is still close enough for a night out. You just won't find that in Waxhaw itself. Now let's talk about the hidden savings that most people overlook. Property taxes. Pro number 5, favorable property taxes. Living in Waxhaw means you're going to be in Union County, and that comes with a real advantage, which is a lower property tax rate than Mecklenburg County. Now for me, that's not just a small perk. It's a long-term saving that makes a big difference when you're talking about high-value homes and land. It's one of those hidden wins that people often overlook when comparing Waxhaw to South Charlotte or Ballantyne. But saving on taxes won't matter much if you can't even land a house. Con number 5, tough housing market and a limited inventory. Homes here move super fast. You do not get much time to think. The market feels really explosive and competitive. Buyers need to act really quickly or you will lose that house. And that can be really stressful, especially for first-time home buyers or folks that are trying to land something very specific. The good news is, with the right preparation and the right agent on your side, you can still win in this market. And that's exactly why I created my Charlotte Homes watch list. It's where I track builder discounts, off-market properties, and the best deals coming up. The link is in the description. And the competitiveness itself shows exactly how desirable Waxhaw has become. Strong demand is what drives those home values up long term. Now let's talk about why so many buyers are chasing this particular area. Pro number 6, green neighborhoods and the outdoor feel. Waxhaw has lush green settings, rolling horse farms, shady trees, and plenty of new communities mixed in. It's the kind of environment where you feel close to nature but still see the growth and development happening all around you. The neighborhoods here carry that mix of a country charm with upscale builds, giving it a unique balance. But all that greenery does come with a downside. Con number 6, high spring pollen load. Now the flip side for all that beautiful wooded area is the pollen in the spring. Now if you got allergies, you are going to feel it here more than in the less wooded parts of Charlotte, for sure. Springtime especially can be tough. You're going to have itchy eyes, sneezing, the whole shebang bang. The good news is it's very manageable. Allergy meds, air filters, or just being prepared for that season can make it very livable here. And honestly, that heavy tree cover is also what makes Waxhaw so green, shady, and beautiful. You trade a little bit of pollen for the beautiful scenery. Now let's wrap it up with what really defines Waxhaw. Pro number 7, wealth and stability. Now Waxhaw shows real wealth and stability. The median household income here is more than double the North Carolina average. You definitely see it in the housing. You got entire neighborhoods of $1 million plus mansions sitting on large lots. There's also a big sense of old money here. Long-term families who built wealth and stayed rooted in Waxhaw. So for me, that means that buying here feels like a very stable investment. I'm surrounded in an area that isn't likely to decline. But even with all that growth, quick access to medical care is still a weak spot. Con number 7, emergency medical facilities. The downside is Waxhaw doesn't have major hospitals or urgent care centers right in town, and that can be very frustrating if you want quick access to medical services. But realistically, Matthews or Pineville is only 20 to 30 minutes away, so you're not cut off from care entirely. And being near the South Carolina line also gives you options across the border as well. So yeah, it is a gap, but it's not like you're isolated without medical help. So yeah, Waxhaw's not for everybody, but if it clicks with your lifestyle, it's pretty hard to beat. But let's be real, no single video can cover everything you need to know about Waxhaw. And picking the wrong house here, that is not just inconvenient, that is a 6-figure mistake. You don't want to end up in a place that looks great online but doesn't actually fit your lifestyle. So if you're still exploring or need help narrowing things down, feel free to reach out or book a quick 15-minute discovery call with me, Andrew. I'll help you get a clearer sense of what could actually be the right move for you in the Charlotte area. And don't forget, check out my Charlotte home watch list. It's packed with hidden gems and hand-picked homes that I'm tracking personally. Well, that's it for now. My name is Andrew, and as always, hope to show you around.